Damian Bartonic on behalf of CBS 19 and the official host of MMA Mondays, the best MMA show in all of Beast, Texas. Today, I'm joined by a very, very special guest, someone who's an absolute dog, someone who's getting ready to put the gloves back on, man. I love his career, love what he's done so far. None other than Jake Hadley. Jake, my brother, hey, I appreciate you for sticking with me. I appreciate you for joining me. And I'm not going to lie, man, I'm a big fan, so I'm glad you're here.
Thank you for that, mate. I'm glad to be on the show.
Now, I want to know this, man. You've had a one heck of a journey. It's been kind of a whirlwind of the last year for you.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, man, it shows your resilience, shows your toughness. When you kind of talk about this last year, man, from your perspective, what do you see? What kind of sticks out, and how do you feel about where you're currently at right now, just personally, professionally, and all that good stuff?
I feel in a great situation here, being in the PFL World Tournament. I feel like it's an opportunity, you know, of a lifetime, really. I got 3 fights to change my life. Well, 2 fights now because I've already done one. Two more fights to change my life and my career because Patchy Mix has vacated the title, so I believe whoever wins the tournament gets the title as well. So there's not just the 500k on the line and the Grand Prix title. There's also the PFL World title on the line as well. So, um, within 5 months, I've basically changed the whole trajectory of my career. So, um, I feel in a good spot. I feel in a great spot, really. Yeah, I feel like my last fight was very entertaining, and I feel great coming into this next fight.
Yeah, and it seems like the enthusiasm is there. It seems like, not to say you weren't hungry before, but I can kind of tell there's a newly found hunger, a newly found kind of goal because now there is a new goal. You know what I'm saying? You mentioned the title's there, the 500K is there. When you kind of see where you're at right now, it seems like there's a lot kind of that you're really aiming for mentally, man. Just how is it feeling knowing that not only is there a chance to win some gold, but hey, some 500,000 ain't bad either.
Yeah, man. Mentally, it feels great fighting for that. For that sort of money, and I feel like PFL are treating me very well. So it's unleashed a new hunger in me. It's unleashed a new motivation in me in my career. Um, when I was coming towards the end with the UFC, I had a few problems with the UFC, and it caused a bit of me to fight a bit too cautious because of I went in there not trying to win, but trying not to lose. If you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Well, considering my last fight, I come out there like I did a bit earlier in my career, where I came out to kill him or get killed. You know what I mean? So I feel like it was more entertaining because of that. Um, yeah, so it's put a new leash of life on my careers, basically.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's a very like reinvigorating feeling, knowing that like, hey, although I'm in a new journey and I'm in a new spot, everyone talks about making it to the UFC. Well, you've made it, you've already done it, and I'm sure at times, not to say you can get kind of like laid back, but it's definitely different, man. Like you established yourself, you're a name in the sport, and I'm sure that's something that you've always wanted to do since you were a kid, man. Is really make a name for yourself. Now that you've done that, uh, man, how does that feel, bro? Because you've really cemented yourself as a guy that's going to come to scrap, going to come to fight. And although you may say, yeah, in my last fight in the UFC, I was trying, not to lose and all that other stuff. I'm sure, now you're starting to really understand that you're living your dream.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely living my dream. I've always wanted to be a professional fighter since I was a young kid. This is all I've ever wanted to do. Now I've got the opportunity to make life changing money. I'm also fighting very active, which is what I liked. What I like. I also fight in upper weight division, which ain't so hard on me on the weight cut, so I can fight a bit more often. Um, yeah, so this is just all I've dreamed of is fighting. And I'm being active now inside the PFL. And really, when I've won this tournament, I'm basically the number one guy outside the UFC in the world at bantamweight. So yeah, man, it's time to change my life.
Now, I want to know, I'm sure you've envisioned this either in dreams when you're asleep or when you're just out and about. You've envisioned winning all of this and winning this tournament and winning the belt and winning the money and doing all that. Whenever you have these visions, when you have these dreams, uh, bro, what is that like? What are those dreams like? And what are the emotion that kind of comes out?
Yeah, I do. I picture it. I picture me winning the tournament and coming back with the 500k. But I don't really know what it's gonna feel like until I've done it. And even when I've done it, I'm gonna be like, that money's gonna hit my account, and I'm gonna be like, whoa, what am I gonna do with it? Because I'm not like a big spender anyway. I'm not a flashy guy. I'm not anything. But um, yeah, I've been dreaming about it. But it's one fight at a time. At the end of the day. Um, I've got Vasily Alves in front of me. He's a tough opponent, and I've got to get through that one before I can get to the final. And so, really, I'm focused on him at the moment. That's all I'm focusing on at the minute, one fight at a time. And that's the only way you can really treat the tournament. Because if you look too far ahead, you're gonna end up looking at the lights on your back knocked out. So I ain't really looking too far ahead. I'm looking really at just the next fight at the
Yeah,
moment.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're looking up at the lights, and that's not what you want to do. You don't want to look up at no lights,
Nah,
man.
exactly that.
Now, I want to know this, man. I see a picture that's right above your head. Tell me a little bit about that picture right there. Tell me about that.
That's just a family photo in my missus. That ain't me, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. No, I was gonna say the hair looks a little bit different from that photo to this one.
that ain't me. I
But so
wish it
that's a
was.
yeah. So that's a family photo that you have that you said it's your missus and who?
Yeah, and her brother when she was a baby.
Oh wow,
So.
no, that looks impressive. No, no, hey, I was gonna say, man, that hair back there, I don't know if you can still grow that and fight out with that, man. You saw Patty Pimblett, man, he had to get rid of that, or he had to go put the braids in and everything. But uh, a couple
Exactly.
a couple more for you, man, and I'll get out of your hair, brother. Uh, I know obviously this is a big time moment in your life, and I want to know, man, what gives you the confidence that, man, this is the time that you're gonna come and seize this moment? What's giving you that confidence?
I feel like I'm just getting into my prime now. I'm 28 years of age. I feel like I'm getting in my prime. I feel like when I look at these guys, I don't feel like there's anywhere really that you know. Alves is considered a striker. I feel like my striking is better than his. But definitely, he already knows I'm better than him on the ground. So, um, I've just got confidence. I've just got confidence all the while. I feel like I've always had the skills, and I've always been like the best guy in the world. I believe I've always been the best guy in the world. Um, but my mentality, my weight cut, my things outside the gym are more coming together now, and I feel like it's my time now.
No, absolutely, man, and I'm definitely fired up. You're making me fired up for this next fight, man. I'm ready. Hey, I can go in the cage with you, man, if you needed me to, man. I'm ready for you. But in all jokes aside, brother, I'm excited for this next bout, and my last one for you. I always ask the Englishman this question, man. Oh, y'all have some weird food takes. You guys, beans on toast. I don't understand that. I asked Modestus Bukowskis if that was something he likes. He said yes. So I got to know for you, man. Is that something that you also enjoy when you're not cutting the weight? Is that beans on
I
toast?
mean, I do enjoy beans on toast, but it's not something I'd have, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not something I'd make, even though I do like it. It's not. It's not something I have very often. Even when I'm not training for a fight, it's not something I have very often. But it's not one of my favorites. But it is nice. I mean, I like all food. I like any food. I'm just that guy. I like anything.
Hey, man. Well, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you for hopping on with me, man. I told you I wasn't going to take up too much of your time. I know you're a busy guy, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. With that said, I want to give you the floor one last time, man. If there's anything you'd like let the fans know, let anyone that's tuning in know, man. Feel free, brother.
Yeah, make sure you tune into my fight in Wichita, Kansas for the PFL. Fighting Alves, he's a tough Brazilian, big power in his hands. I think 9 of his 13 wins are by KO. I'm a very entertaining fighter with 6 submissions and 3 KOs, so I think it's going to be a very entertaining fight. So make sure you tune in, get your tickets, and I want to thanks to all my team and everyone who's helped me prepare for this fight.
Absolutely, my friend. Hey, when you pick up that win, if you want to donate some gloves to your boy, man, I would love to kind of hang them up over here or something like that. You be sure. All right, my friend. I appreciate it, and I can't wait to see you fight again. Thank you
Nice
so
one,
much for
man.
your time.
Thank you, bro. Yeah.
You have a good one.